Frankie and Albert. Frankie was a good woman, as everybody knows. She hawked her rings and all her things to buy her man some clothes. He was her man, but he done her wrong. Frankie and Albert were sweethearts. They had a quarrel one day. Said Albert to Frankie, "I'm done with you, and I'm going away." He was her man, but he done her wrong. Frankie broke down crying. She bowed her head with woe. When she looked up, she was all alone and said, "Where did my Albert go? He was my man, but he's doing me wrong." Frankie went down to the bar room. She ordered a bottle of beer. Said Frankie to the bartender, "Has my lovin' Albert been here? He was my man, but he's doing me wrong." Said the bartender to Frankie, "I'll tell you no stories or lies. Your loving man left an hour ago with a woman that you despise. He was your man, but he's doing you wrong." Then Frankie went into the hawk shop. She didn't go there for fun. She hawked her rings and all of her clothes to buy a great big 41. She's going to find her man because he done her wrong. Frankie started for home then. She had blood in her eye. "If I find that dark-skinned man of mine, he sure is gonna die. He was my man, but he's doing me wrong." Frankie climbed the back door stairs. She looked in the transom high. There she saw her lovin' man banging old Nancy Bly. He was her man, but he's doing her wrong. Albert rolled over and saw her. Said, "Frankie, don't shoot!" But Frankie pulled that old 41. It went root-a-toot-a-toot-toot. She shot her man 'cause he done her wrong. Frankie shot him the first time. Then Frankie shot him thrice. Frankie shot him the third time. He hollered, "Oh, Jesus Christ." He was her man, but he done her wrong. Frankie missed him the first time. Then she shot him in the side. Frankie shot him that third time, and he rolled right over and died. He was her man, but he done her wrong. Turn me over gently, raise my head up high. I want to see that gal of mine once more before I die. I was her man, but I done her wrong. Then Frankie went down to Mrs. Jones's. She fell down on her knees. She said, "Mrs. Jones, I done shot your son, but won't you forgive me, please? He was my man, but he done me wrong. Now go call a policeman and have him take me away. Lock me down in a dungeon dark and throw the old keys away. My heart's like lead, 'cause my Albert's dead. Bring on your rubber-tired carriages. Bring on your rubber-tired hack. They're going to take Albert to the graveyard, and they ain't a-going to bring him back. He was my man, but he done me wrong. The jailer gave her coffee, the jailer gave her tea. He gave her everything she wanted, except that good old jailhouse key. She shot her man because he done her wrong. Frankie stole out one morning. She didn't make a sound. She left a note on the jailer's desk, saying she was Alabama bound. She shot her man because he done her wrong. The angels up in heaven said, here's something we don't get. Frankie shot Albert a month ago and the fool ain't got here yet. He was her man, but he done her wrong. C. Becker. I first heard this song in Camp Mills, Long Island in 1917. It was sung by a boy who was in a machine gun company from Georgia. Who he was, I know not. I heard verses of it going to France the same years, but never the complete song until one night in Baccles, France, I heard a boy sing it. He was from Alabama, a regular cracker, if you know what I mean. We were in a cafe, the French equivalent for a bar, and he was fairly well organized, but man could he sing. He used to sing it along with another song entitled Uncle Bud. This man said he learned the song from his dad, and that it was an actual happening.